Hello, Mattstow26 here with the Pittsburgh Double Shocks, facing DJ this week for week 2 of the BPL. This battle will be post-commentary. My first recording the in-game audio ended up being so loud that you couldn't actually hear. So with this, I'm trying to figure out essentially what is the best lead for me. And I am trying to think whether or not if I should just have Rotom as the start. Alright, good luck in the battle, and may the best player win. With this is the Mew. I'm never 100% sure on the sets with Mew because it's fairly versatile. I decided to try to bring Electric Terrain on Rotom, just to enable my Paradox Mons to pop off more. In the battle, I didn't think this was physical because it wasn't that much damage. So I was thinking, okay, it's probably just a utility. Mew didn't like that matchup. So I landed the Will-O-Wisp on the Zapdos, thinking this is pretty good for me ultimately. So I'm generally fairly happy in the position I'm in. I realized that I forgot to write notes for the battle, for what Mons. So at this point, I'm just trying to catch up to figure out what's been brought and whatnot. Nothing too important here, truthfully. With this, I'm just trying to pivot out. They're faster. I feel like that they're probably not going to go to Great Tusk at this point. Because of the fact that I have shown that I have Will-O-Wisp. And they do go for Great Tusk, which is very awful. I'm still looking at this and I'm thinking, okay, that's not that bad. I can get this thing Will-O-Wisp, and that will be huge for me going into the battle. So I'm like, yeah, we'll just go for this 100%. And they bring up a head smash. And I'm thinking, oh crap, that is terrible. I lose Rotom for essentially nothing. So that's awful. So I'm thinking that it's probably some sort of choice between Band or Scarf. And I'm not 100% sure. So I end up going into Araquanid, thinking between either scaring it off with my stab and not really respecting Rockhead because I always forget that Bug is weak to it. And I think, oh yeah, Waters definitely resist, and they stay in. I fortunately get the Miss Head Smash, so that meant I get to do more. Once again, I thought they were going to switch into a different Mon. So I was like, okay, yeah. And they get another miss on Head Smash. So that is truly unfortunate for them. And it lets me get back to 5-5. So Ogerpon comes in. And I'm thinking, okay, this isn't the terrible. They don't have their removal anymore. And they get a big crit. At that point, like, I'm thinking, okay, that's fair. They missed 2 head smashes, so I can't really complain. So I get the sticky webs at this time. So I'm just kind of like, okay, let's get some chip on this ultimately. And I see that they're Horn Leech. So I'm like, oh, that's very unfortunate for me. I get good damage on it, so I know it's not going to be able to recover that much if it goes for Horn Leech again. So I'm pretty happy with what Urwakranid has done for the battle. It's opened up for me, and if they overpredict or go for something, like, I'm guessing that they're just going to Trailblaze, so I'm just going to let this die. So Ogerpon kills Araquanid. I'm trying to figure out at this point, okay, what's my best play? I know at this point I am slower than everything, so I am trying to bluff that I have a Thunderclap. I don't think it would kill, so I'm like, okay, I resist everything besides a Stomping Tantrum / Paid Rough. I'm pretty confident I can take at least one, so I just Dragon Pulse, trying to get the KO. It lives on 1, which is very, very unfortunate. I didn't bother, I don't know if it was a roll, it could have been, but it's not the end of the world, and at this point, I'm expecting just to get more damage on because I didn't have Thunderclap. So, gets another big hit. Iron Boulder, Raging Bolt is at basically a third at this point, so I'm not really valuing it. I really should have valued it more and played around it a lot more at this time, but, you know, it is what it is. You also can tell I'm really bad at live comm because I am not removing the Pokemon that should be removed. So I'm looking at this time to see if Mew is faster or not compared to the Bolt that I have. Even if it's not Scarf, it's faster than me, so I don't actually gain any information from it. I think I really should have pivoted to a different Mon, but with it being EQ, the only thing that wouldn't have been weak to that is Weavile, so, like, it didn't really matter there. So I pivot into Weavile, Choice Band, and I am thinking to myself, knockoff is looking fairly free at this point. So might as well go for it, right? So we go for a knockoff. I am not sure if they want to stay in. I'm thinking that they have the Dark Berry resist, but they did not. So I take out Mew at this point. So it's very, very much a back and forth battle. Where I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is actually going fairly well for me. I don't mind this at all. And then I'm realizing that if both Zapdos and Alomomola is Fizz Death, I am in a lot of trouble. So I have a knockoff, and it's not even 2-hit. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is terrible. It's probably a Wish set. Okay. Oh, no, that did way more than I actually thought. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, what's the best move for me? And it doesn't matter, I die. So I'm like, oh no, I lose Weavile for Rocky Helmet, which unfortunately is definitely not worthwhile. I have Colbleberry on Iron Boulder because I believe they had a Urshifu single strike, if memory serves. I could be completely lying. But that was my thought process, is if they bring in a Sucker Punch, I would be able to resist and deal a fair amount to it. So I'm trying to figure out if they're staying in or if they're pivoting. So I go for a very strong Mighty Cleave, and it doesn't matter. That did negative damage to this Alomomola. And I'm realizing, oh, I've lost this battle. This Alomomola just kind of sits on me. So the best I got is hopefully I can make it as close as I physically can. So I'm thinking to myself, it's going to Volt Switch, even though it's literally been shown that it has turn off Volt Switch. So I just switch it to Iron Dreads for really no reason. I probably should have just gone for damage at this point. But yeah, and it U-turns. So once again, not sure what I was thinking there. They pivot. So we see the Gudra here. and it's slowed. So I am at this point just like, okay, I'll probably just EQ. If they want to switch into Zapdos, that's fine. Not the end of the world. So here's the EQ on their own. Does very, very much. And I go for a Ice Spinner, predicting, okay, if they want to go Zapdos, I can catch it. But if they stay in, this should kill. Forgetting that it has Gooey. So my Iron Treads is fairly slow at this point. And I am thinking to myself, okay, well, I'm going to lose this battle because I cannot beat this dang fish. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm faster than it at least. I might be able to survive an Aqua Jet. Probably not. So I guess let's just go for some damage. So at this point, I am trying to figure out, okay, do they switch into Zapdos or do they stay in? And it's like, okay, might as well go for that. Oh, they didn't go for Aqua Jet. Sweet, I get more chip. Still has like negative damage. I live here. And I'm thinking, okay, I need to make a catch. Because with this Zapdos, I am expecting them that they don't want to necessarily take a Ice Spinner. So I'm thinking that they're going to go into the resist for the Alomomola. So I'm hoping at this point that they are trying to switch into Alomomola because they know they'll take nothing. And I'm really trying to figure out if that's the case or if I should just end up attacking Zapdos. And ultimately, I think I'm so far behind at this time that I just kind of have to go for it. So I'm just kind of like, okay, I might as well EQ here in hopes that they actually switch to Alomomola. As you see, they stay in, and they just U-turn, killing Treads. So I lose my Iron Treads at this point. I only have Iron Crown, or Iron Boulder. I'm so good with names, trust me. So I'm trying to play this out. At this current moment, I am like, okay, clearly I need to go for a crit, because that's like the only way I have a chance to win. So I decide to go for Psycho Cut, because I'm trying to make sure if Mighty Cleave has a chance to crit or not, and it does not. So I'm just like, okay, let's go for Psycho Cut. If I get a crit, that'll be fantastic. I might as well fish for it, pun intended. And I get the crit, and it does a third. And I'm like, oh, that is awful. And Alomomola picks up another KO. So I just want to say thank you for DJ for the battle. It was a lot of fun. And ultimately, the fish was fantastic bring. Have a great one.